Had to cut my tie just to get right. Late night creeping, I've been up all goddamn night. Yeah, I think I need a cup of liquor. Don't need no goddamn ice, can't sleep at night. Had to cut my tie just to get right. Late night creeping, I've been up all goddamn night. I think I need a cup of liquor. Don't need no goddamn ice, can't sleep at night.
Feeling like I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck, but you done gave up. You take a shot to chill, I send shots and kill. Anything I write down, my pen seal. Delivery never been an option. We don't fuck with ops, but you opt in. If she poking out, the night pop in. Yeah, I bang bang like I'm pop skin. You niggas. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, everybody?
This is 10 for show. My name is Dre. I'm gonna start that over. We gonna clean slate.
Right.
What's going on, everybody? This is 10 for show. My name is Dre.
My name Corey T.
What's happening, Corey T? Do not interrupt me like that again, motherfucker.
What you mean? Bro, go on.
Do not interrupt me again.
Don't do that, bro.
They gave me 2 minutes. They gave me 2 minutes to answer the questions.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about
they
2 minutes.
They gave me 2 minutes.
Listen, if you want to vote for me.
Man, shut up. Shut up.
You clown.
Well, that's why your cousin was doing drugs in the back. No,
but your brother got $3 million from Umbut. I can't even get a joke.
Bro, don't talk about my brother. Don't talk about my brother, bro.
Euthaniel.
I don't even know what that is. Bruh, you saw, obviously, you saw the debate. Y'all saw the debate. Right, that jump was crazy. Right.
So I felt like they was doing too much.
They was funny.
They was doing too much.
I wish I was in the crowd. I know it was more. It's like a stand-up comedy show because I know they was in there laughing. Right. The mediator was up to here.
He was trying to keep his cool, but at the same time,
he sounded like they dad. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm trying to answer the question. He couldn't even ask the question. Mr. President, he still got to be respectful. That shit was crazy.
Hey, when Biden called him a clown, that gave me life, boy.
Biden old ass.
Right. He looked like he was waiting.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's funny though, because every time Trump would say something and then Biden say something and then Trump interrupt Biden and then start saying no, because back when you were in administration, this happened and Biden like that's not true. He couldn't even hear. He's saying that's not true before he even finished his sentence. He don't even know what the hell. Old ass nigga. You gotta vote for it. That's the only option. That's the only option.
Charlamagne the God made a very good point.
What'd he say?
This morning on the radio. He was like, it was funny because it was like watching two
little ass kids
explain and try to showcase the least amount of racism, basically.
They was trying to. One of them is the lesser of two evils,
right?
I mean, it's obvious that Biden is not as bad as Trump,
right?
Like
clearly,
intelligence wise.
Let's say this in regards to what he was saying and how he responded to the questions, because I feel like Biden responded to the questions more so than Trump did. Trump did a lot of deflecting. I feel like
that's all he does. Yeah. If you ever seen any of his campaigns or something, they'll say, Trump, what do you think about the forest fires?
Well, the forest fires in
if they had proper forest management, that wouldn't happen. I know people over in Europe, forest cities. Their cities made of forest.
You really watched it.
No, yes. I rewatched it while I was at work. Cities made of forest. The governor over there, I'm great friends with him, by the way. Who gives a fuck? I couldn't get it out right. It came out crazy. Who gives a shit, guys? I ain't gonna laugh. I'm great friends with him, by the way. He said we should not be having forest fires.
You're just off the left. The left don't even want to vote for you anymore. Just
it's okay. That. That's all right. That shit was crazy though, man.
Bruh. Oh my goodness! I feel like Biden was laughing. If you seen the little small grins he was having on his face
all the time. The time when the dude said, "I'm great friends with the guy in Europe," he was like, "This motherfucker." That's what it looked like. This motherfucker. Yeah.
And then the whole interrupting each other thing, that was just
the whole time. I think I know it's a debate, and you kind of.
I'm listening.
I know it's a debate.
Wait, let me stop you right there because I know
motherfucker. No, motherfucker. We not doing that shit. I know it's a debate, and sometimes you get a good idea in your head to rebuttal with.
Right.
I think when, if I'm talking and we debating, your mic should be turned the fuck off. While I'm talking. Because there was no time where one person interrupted the other and said some valid shit. You could raise your hand
And then if he want to let you,
Or-
no,
or-
motherfucker, I'm finna finish.
Even to add on to that, it should have been of, okay, let's ask the president and the, upcoming nominee or however however you want to call it. Let's ask them a question. Let's ask them a question. And then also mute the microphones. But then give it another round of probably 2 minutes or so where they can give a rebuttal to what the person said.
For like a minute.
I seen Biden have a pen in his hand, so he could have took notes on what Trump was saying in response to the question at the time, or Trump could have took a pen and wrote what Biden was saying. But the whole time, Biden was up there just like Trump was up there just like they were just both just upset.
They was ugly as hell. That's what it was.
Trump
even the
wanted to slap the
media
shit out of
said,
Biden.
Trump, you and your guy said you agreed to 2 minutes, no interruptions. You're interrupting, sir. Come on, sir. Come on.
Hey,
That jump was funny.
Trump
I'm
wanted to
surprised
slap
he ain't like say, God damn it. I'm trying to ask the question.
Right.
Like,
He was.
but,
he seemed like he was more so debating against them as
he
well.
was trying to debate
because
to ask a question. Like,
Right.
what the fuck? Like, what are you arguing for, bro?
excuse me, Mr. President. I'm trying to ask the question. I'm trying to ask him the question. Let him answer.
That was I had posted it on my Instagram. That's exactly what was that? Head of State with Chris Rock.
Oh yeah. We'll insert the clip.
Yeah.
And I didn't come here to argue with you.
Oh, yes, you did. We're having a debate. A debate ain't nothing but an argument.
A debate isn't the same thing as an argument.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you, but what am I?
I know you are, 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 but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but...
They was going back and forth like some little girls, bro. Like,
Right.
well, my administration did better in office in 3.5 years when you guys had 8 or something like that. And we have a booming economy.
He said, "I have done more in 47 months than you did in 47 years."
I'm
I was like,
damn,
"Ooh."
bro. And he's like, that's not true. That's a lie. He can't say shit else. He wasn't made to. I think Biden did the wrong thing to argue back. Like, they both look like some dumbasses. But one was less of a dumbass
Where
than
they
the other.
really got Trump at though, was when they was talking about the
White supremacy.
white supremacy and telling them to stand down. And when they put him on the spot, they said, "Say it, say it." He was like, "What do you want him to say?" He said, "Stand by" and something else.
Stand back and stand
yeah,
by.
stand back and stand by. That ain't
Stand back and stand by.
That is not stopping them. That is not saying y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to stop.
That wasn't condemning them
That was
at all.
that was like, hey, y'all chill
And they
out
just
for a
kept
minute.
going.
Y'all chill out for a minute.
But he gave his answer. He's smarter than
Right.
than he wants you
Oh,
to
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
He's smarter. Like, I realized in this debate, like, he do be saying dumb shit, but he didn't. Well, from the 30 minutes that I saw,
He didn't-
He was actually, saying what he
yeah.
wanted to say. He wasn't
Right.
fucking around as much as he does in his campaigns. But if it's his campaign, you can say what you want. But he was a little bit more concise with the shit he was saying.
I think it was because they actually seen each other face to face. Because you know how they do their campaign, they're not really seeing
talking
each other,
shit.
so they talk shit. And then when you really, if I've been talking shit about you for 3-4 months, and then we finally had to sit down, you gonna be like, nigga, I want to slap the shit out you, but we
Yeah.
gonna be cordial. But
That's what somebody said. Biden just need to go slap that wig off or some shit.
oh man, and then another thing I wanted to bring up was it was one question they asked Biden about systemic racism and it being
hear
some
that
type of
part.
racist, justice system and this, that, and other.
Yeah.
I was kind of upset that they asked him that question, but they didn't ask Trump that question. I might have to find the clip just so I can show you.
Did he
what I'm
have a
talking
chance though? Because
About. He
sometimes
didn't. They start deflecting and talking about other stupid shit, and they ain't
that
have
happened a
nothing to do
few
with it.
different times, and the
right.
mediator even said, "I don't even know what question we were on because all this bullshit." Like, and
We have six segments and 2 minutes each for both of you guys. That's what your administration agreed on. I was like, damn, that's what they agreed on.
I think the fact that somebody like Donald Trump is the president,
Right.
kind of is an indicator that the president doesn't have as much power than you think. Because I feel like the only way that somebody can be in that type of power is if there's somebody that has more power. Like if it's a group
Right.
of people, like if it's Congress or some other group that we're not as hip to. I'm not saying like the powers that be or nothing, but just like there's another piece of administration in the White House, if you will. In politics that has even more power than the president. I feel like
Right.
I don't really know all of the ins and outs. I just feel like it doesn't make sense to have a supposed leader with his type of intellect and idealism to make big decisions for a whole country.
I
Like
see
it doesn't
where you
make
at. I
sense
see
at
where
all.
you at. I see
So
where
it's
you at with
it's some people behind the scenes, I'm sure, that's able to call the shots and be like, no, Trump, sit the fuck down.
Right.
We gonna have you out here say what you want to say, but we passing this bill. We ain't worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So to add on to that, I also it's and from both sides it's the same way because they always talk about the affiliation and their party and who, you know what I'm saying, who they are under. Oh, you are under the Obama administration. You under this administration. You under that administration. The Trump administration. Like, there's really no, like, everybody understand this now. They are just the face. They are just the person that speaks. They are just the image that's on the screen behind you.
I'm sure they have
thing,
some power.
Yeah. I mean, they are the ones who actually sign the documents, but at the end of the day, they are not the ones who make the laws.
They can't make they not a dictator. Like, they can't make every single decision whenever they want, however they want. Like, I remember watching this, I'm going off topic, but I remember watching this thing on Netflix. It's called Comedians in Cars Having Coffee. With, excuse me. With, Jerry Seinfeld. And there was an episode with Obama. And I wish I could do Obama. And they wouldn't even let him leave the White House.
Who?
Obama.
Really?
Yeah, like, I guess it was Secret Service or whatever. He was like, sir, I can't let you leave these gates. I'm like, damn, he really don't got no power, huh? But I guess it's for his protection or whatever. One more thought.
Go ahead.
I saw this post on Instagram. It was like a flashback clip from Minister Farrakhan.
Right.
And he was saying, I don't know if it was on Larry David or what. And I guess he was asking him about, how do you feel about the United States having a black president? It was way before that was even a thing. And he was like, well, I don't like the idea of us being given the illusion of us moving forward when really, by putting somebody, you know, in that type of position when we're really,
once again, the image. That's all.
Yeah. We may not be moving backwards, but don't give us the illusion we're moving forward when the decisions that they making and the type of things that's going on in the administration are not helping the people that look like us.
I got a question for you.
Shit real.
That was in a debate. If you was the president, would you shut down the world because of coronavirus, or would you keep it open?
Shut it down? What you mean?
Because
like what they've been doing, like closing all the businesses,
closing everything, everybody on lockdown. Let's just stop it so we can stop corona and let's stop the spread. What would you do? Because it sounds like Trump was like, you Biden, you just want to shut down the economy. You just want everybody to just stop and blah, blah, blah. But I want to keep it open. I want to do this. I want to do that. Biden then goes and say, you want to open up places and the coronavirus is still spreading. People are still dying, this, that, and other. What would you do?
If we would have really did an effective shutdown for
a month,
3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, 3 to 4 weeks. Okay.
Which is around the time of a month.
Okay.
I feel like I wouldn't have cleared up completely, but if it was an actual shutdown and they was actually able to enforce, like, hey, go the fuck home. You're not getting arrested, but go the fuck home, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be like no dictatorship type shit, like, but I feel like if it was an effective shutdown, it literally only essential business was open. They limited the amount of employees in certain places.
They did it for about a week or two.
I don't even remember how extensive it was, but I was still out and about, like, doing what the fuck I wanted to do. Like, so I'm good, but
would you have shut it down? What would you do?
Yes. I would have made it. It would have to be an effective shutdown.
As soon as you found out about it, because you know he also brought up the fact that
it took a while. He was like he
didn't
playing
want
with it.
He didn't want the American people to panic. That's what he said. So
and it's worse though. So they should have first shut down the travel in and out of the country,
right?
Because
then you could have eliminated that off of it,
and that would have been it. Well, even though
what about
shit was closed down and motherfuckers was still having block parties and shit,
right? But look, wait, what if you was already over there and then they shut United States down? You can't come back home.
It is what it is.
That's tough.
It is what it is.
That's
like
tough.
Maybe limit. I guess that's probably what they did. They limited the travel in and out of the country.
Okay, so you had to really have a reason to come back,
and you got to be quarantined and shit.
Right.
I don't know how all they use the resources as far as like quarantining. Like they'll just tell you to go home and quarantine, but then you get your whole family sick. Or I don't know.
I think it would have been a tough situation for me to do because I would have been looking at it from a business standpoint and a security standpoint in regards to being safe.
Yeah, and just a well-being as well.
Right. I don't want nobody to pass away or just have get sick from COVID-19 because I want to keep the economy booming. No, bro. Like to me, that's more selfish and that's more like, oh, I only care about this side of things. I couldn't agree with that. That's all.
Well, you know, they got to think about money because that money is what ruled the world.
Right.
It seemed like,
and that's the problem. But hey, man.
Shit crazy though,
Yeah.
man. I would have made sure it was an effective shutdown, and again, only specifically essential businesses. Like, I don't know.
How many debates do they have? Do you know?
I really don't know. That's
So-
my first time watching like that
Ever.
much of one. I watched the Obama
I never watched
Romney one. I think maybe for a minute.
I think I watched that for a little bit too, but it was just like
I'm actually gonna vote though. I didn't vote for Hillary.
they wasn't arguing as much though. were
I
they?
didn't see it at all. I went to bed like fuck it. I woke up like, oh god, like I thought it was the end of the world. Yeah. I thought this shit was the end of the world, dog. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I think that camera might be off, but I don't know. You don't got to shake.
But anyways,
I'm voting. You voting?
who are you voting for? Wait. Based upon
I'm voting for Biden. I'm gonna be real. People always say you don't supposed to say. I can't tell you. I'm voting for Biden. Fuck that.
Okay.
Why would I vote for Donald Trump? Give me one good reason why I should vote for Donald.
Why are you voting for Biden?
Cause I'm not voting for Donald. If I could vote for somebody else black, I would. I vote for Killer Mike. Killer Mike for president, my nigga. I wouldn't vote for Kanye though, cause he be tripping.
Hey man.
Kanye be tripping.
So you if it was
I would've
Kanye,
voted for Bernie.
if it was Kanye or Trump, who you vote for?
Damn. Can I talk to them first?
Let me think about this.
Cereal.
What'd you say? Jesus walk. God, show me the way because they never try to break.
That's
me
all
down.
he'll be doing. He'll be making the highest record sales.
Lord
he'll
have
be
mercy.
he'll be taking over your TV with music videos.
Oh my God.
That should be crazy.
He wouldn't even really be being the president.
He would have been fucking around. He would have did some nigga shit. I heard somebody say they've been waiting for Obama to do nigga shit, but Trump done did more nigga shit than Obama. Like Kanye would have did some nigga shit.
What's the nigga?
Anything, nigga. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Avoiding taxes, that's some nigga shit.
That boy paid $750. Ooh wee.
I paid millions of dollars.
He not gonna show them tax returns. I wouldn't either.
He don't have to.
He don't. That's
That's why
another
it don't
thing.
matter. That's why he can say what he want to say.
I was mad they even asked him that. Like, what they got to do with anything though? I mean, of course he's the president. He need to pay taxes, and you got Americans paying taxes. I get that part of it.
Yeah.
That's what it has to do with it. But I'm saying like, if you're gonna nitpick something that he has a flaw in, you should have did Biden the same way. You know what I'm saying? You should have did Biden the same way. It wasn't Biden, you did this, blah 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 blah. Like or show us this, that, and other.
I think the mediator is given a set of questions that
Right.
people want to know to kind of fuel the fire a little bit.
Right, of course.
I'm sure I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm sure they asked Biden some controversial shit.
Oh no, they did. No, the reason why. Oh, okay. Listen, how can you talk bad about Trump, talk bad about Biden, and talk bad about Kamala Harris based upon the information that you are given that could potentially be
Not be true.
construed and not true?
Yeah.
So really, when people start to talk bad about Trump, when people start to talk bad about Biden, Kamala
Everybody got
Harris,
some shit that they could talk about, though.
bro, and that's
Everybody.
everybody got dirt, everybody got their own little ways.
Everybody.
But when you talking about people that's running for office, I feel like they're held at a higher standard, and
course.
they're, of course. But wait. If you're gonna hold everybody at the same standard, wait, if you're gonna hold everybody, and it's not more so for you, this for the audience out there who watching. If you're gonna hold somebody up to a certain standard, make sure when you talk bad about Trump, you better fact check everything you saying, and you better fact check the person that you stand behind and stand for. This is my problem when it comes to the presidential election, because
And a lot of shit, too.
Right, we so 10 toes down about something until we know the truth about Biden, Trump, Kamala Harris, whoever else in the, you know what I'm saying, the situationship.
So
Because you got to know. Just fact check it. That's all I'm saying.
you're right.
Just fact
You're
check
right.
it. I'm
You're
not on
I
Trump's
don't
side.
know.
I ain't on Biden's
the
side.
sources
I'm
that
right where you at.
The sources that I, was listening to and referring to are sources I believe.
Right.
Not going to release those sources at this time, guys.
Don't. Okay.
But in the reference to which I was saying that she was bad was about, I think they were comparing how much each of those people are for or against black people, the black vote.
Okay.
I think they said some of the, I don't know if she passed bills. I don't think whatever she is does that.
She's
but
a district attorney, I think.
whatever type of shit she does.
I don't know. Attorney General for a class.
Apparently,
I don't know what she
whatever
does.
she does
And see,
hasn't
that's
been helping black people.
But see,
Again,
But
Because
that's
I don't know
I'm
what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
You have to fact check. I was just saying you have to
bro.
fact check what you're
right,
saying
bro.
before you get into it. Because
You're right.
look,
You can't rely on social media, but I do. A lot of people do.
Is that
I trust my sources, bro.
you had to?
I verified my sources from the jump.
Okay. What
From the jump.
what you know about Kamala Harris? Put me on, cause I don't know. I don't know what you know.
I don't know either, bro.
Come on, see, that's.
I
what I'm
told you
talking
what I
about.
knew, bro.
You sound like Trump, deflected. Come on, man.
Coming to you live. This is motherfucking J.O.B. Ugly, because I need one. Ugly, nigga. I'm retarded. Well, we gonna start a midnight 10-4 for sure. We ain't listen to the Sweat Hotel no more.
That's funny. Thank you. You were calling them now. How can I help you? My name is Joe. No, I ain't gonna start.
I'm sorry, bitch. You gotta get off my phone.
But yeah,
Just for all the bitches out there. Good glad. No, I'm bullshit.
We just stupid.
You about to say something? I done cut you off a few times, or you done cut me off. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where was that? I don't know.
You was trying to say, "Oh, what you know about Kamala Harris?"
No, I was just
don't
saying,
know nothing about that motherfucker.
bro, I'm not
dog.
defending. For one, let me get this right. I'm not defending none of
This ain't the
people.
fact check
'Cause
episode, bro.
At the end of the day, wait.
I'm
At the
just-
end
I'm
of
just
the
bullshitting.
day, everybody in politics to me is snakes. That's how I see it because
That's all I'm saying.
They only care about one thing.
That's all I'm saying.
Their agenda is their motive. It's what they represent for the most part. If I say I represent, pro gun and having guns and all this, and you like, nah, I don't want no guns. I'm gonna always push that, and I'm not gonna like
Everybody
you.
got
now.
their interior motive.
So-
everybody got their other intention.
But I do, once again, I listen to the radio in the morning. Charlamagne the God said, you need, for all black people, y'all need to go stand in line and get you a firearm. I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
I think you need to protect yourself.
we got one on the way.
What that?
Firearm.
Bro, what
On the way.
kind you got?
I ain't disclosing that
Oh,
information
my
because somebody
bad.
come break in and they know how many shots I got, and then they gonna be ducking and dodging for about 24 shots and it. Nah, just bullshit. Oh, no, as hell, but
Yeah, I
nah,
believe
we gonna
that
load up
we
every
all-
room though. But
I think so.
I'm
it's
gonna do my
whenever-
homework, bro.
Okay.
It might not be the next podcast. I'm
don't have to be.
I'm gonna just record a video and I'm gonna post it on my story. I did some research on. I'm gonna do some research on Kamala Harris. No, I'm really gonna do my research. I was just trying to be cool at the last little.
You don't
point.
have to make your vote. You don't have to early vote. You can do your research before you vote.
Well, I already know I'm not voting for Trump, and I can't vote for nobody else.
Oh, for real. I feel you.
I can't vote for nobody else, so
I feel you.
I'm not voting for Trump. Who you voting for? Trump? You said in the other podcast you a Trump supporter.
I never
you
said
even
that.
showed me the
Bro,
hat
don't
after
do
the
that.
show
Don't
was
do that.
over.
Don't do that. No, do not do that. That boy said I
bro.
showed you a hat. Really, bro? Where the hat?
bro.
Where the hat at?
Nigga, this your room, bro.
What the hell?
I don't know. Go. You gon' this ain't nah, bro.
No.
It's hiding up in that air duct vent over there, bro.
Anywho, I am not a Trump supporter. I barely can say I'm a Biden supporter.
I'm not. I just don't
if
want to
I-
vote for
but
Trump.
look, though, I'ma
and
say
I
this.
feel like
watch this though. I'm gonna be real.
I should vote, so I'm gonna vote.
If I had to be real,
Go
especially looking at the presidential debate
Go
from
vote.
yesterday, I think I'll go with Biden because of the stuff he was saying. He was
at least answering the questions.
question. That's one thing. When I'm looking at the president and you doing what Trump was doing last night, no, bro. That's childish. Grow up, bro. I don't let this man talk. Let him say whatever stupid shit he gonna say, regardless if it's stupid or not. Let him say what he gonna say, and then you say what you gonna say and get your rebuttal in. That's how I feel about it.
I got one more
That's why I
point to
didn't
make.
like it. That's why I had to see that debate. I had to so I can get that validation. Like, okay, let me go vote for Biden because it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anywho,
So
What's up?
I don't know if I'm gonna just call it a conspiracy.
Okay, I'm
So if
listening.
you don't like conspiracies,
just
keep
pause it.
watching.
Okay.
Glad.
Just pause the video.
You know how I was talking about previously, like, the president is really just the face
Right.
of
But
who
that's
makes
true.
the decisions. He doesn't really make as many decisions.
That's not a conspiracy. That's true.
Well, let me say what the fuck I was gonna
okay,
say.
get it out. Ugly ass boy, stupid ass.
I
boy.
have the idea. Somebody said it. I forgot who. I didn't fact check. I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna
But
fact check.
it makes sense. I feel like
Go
is that
ahead.
a special guest?
No.
I feel like the only way that they would put somebody like Donald Trump in office is to make the situation so bad that you have to vote for the person they want you to vote for.
Ooh.
But that contradicts the entire idea of the person in office having a certain amount of power. Does that make sense?
Right.
So somebody said that it's gonna have to get worse before it get worse. Like the idea of Trump in office is the illusion that things are as worse as they can get as far as presidents. So they making you feel that way before they hit you with that real shit. Bro, what the fuck you doing, bro? You gotta step out. You gotta go take your medicine or something.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, bro, my phone going off. My cousin want to call me. I'm trying to, but you gotta go take your medicine. But yeah, like I was saying, I just think, you know what I'm saying?
Bitches, dog. No, just fine.
So go take your medicine.
Yeah, Biden should have took his medicine before he got up on that stage. He couldn't remember shit.
Right.
As soon as he started, he was like, brain blast, nigga.
Before we close up, Plies did make a good point.
Plies said, yeah.
Whether you like
Shout
either
out,
other
bro.
candidates, at one point as Black people, we were not able to vote. Just to bring it back, we were not able to vote or whatever. So with that being said, now with that we are able to vote, we sit around and say, man, I ain't finna vote for them. They gotta earn my vote. They gotta do this. They gotta do that. If you just go out and vote, anyways, you got to stand for something versus stand for nothing, and that's what it really comes down to.
This shows you have something to say
Right.
and you're using your voice.
Right.
I think the whole idea is that you don't really get to see
See what?
your vote being put into action.
Right.
Especially if your vote you feel like your vote didn't count if the person you voted for didn't win.
Yeah, I see. I can see that. How that could be construed.
It's like you don't really get to see you want to see the tangible or actual visual, the ocular proof, glad.
You know what made me
the
mad?
visual value of your vote.
And
So I understand that, but I don't agree saying, oh, you shouldn't vote. I feel like everybody should vote.
When it was Hillary versus Trump, right?
I didn't vote.
Okay, I didn't vote either. But this was my thing.
That's because that line was
we were supposed to go.
we was finna
didn't
go to the line was too long.
too long.
I had shit to
Anyways,
do the next day.
I did too.
That sounds like some
she
bullshit,
had
don't it?
more physical votes than he did, but he still won. And it was more so the electoral votes that counted. You know, for certain regions, it count more over than it count more. How can I say this? It count for more than, you know, the actual vote itself for the state, if that makes sense. So you can win a state, and that kind of pushes your numbers and boosts your numbers up to make it look as if you won. But if you talk about physical numbers, I think she had more votes from physical people, and she still lost.
Yeah,
Look it up.
I don't remember, and I don't know
remember
how that shit works.
I remember.
And those type of ideas and dynamic is probably why some people don't vote. Like, well, the motherfuckers.
It's a fear, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's unfair. Like, oh, my vote don't really count, but like that's how it seemed, and that's why I didn't vote last time because somebody was explaining it to me, and also because that line was long as fuck. But they was explaining it, and I was like, that shit sound like it doesn't really matter. He was like, well, it doesn't because, you know, I forgot who said the Electoral College actually decides who's the president or something like that. I'm like, with all these different things that go on in America that you can have no control over, like the fact that Breonna Taylor still don't have justice, why would it doesn't make sense for something that's small to even give me that type of power. Like, it doesn't add up. Like, I'm still voting. I don't really feel like our votes count as much as we think they do. That doesn't mean you shouldn't vote. I know I'm contradicting myself, but just thinking about the type of world that we live in, it makes no sense for anything to play out to be fair. Yeah, but I'm still gonna vote.
Another thing he said was,
I feel like I should.
Another thing he said was the point that it's free. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, pay for it.
You
don't
gotta
have to
stand
do
in
this.
line and sign some papers.
It's not but time. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, it's 10 for show.
10 for show.
Every day, all day.
All day, every day.
Ain't no thing but
shit.
you.
Don't forget the leftovers.
Yes, sir.
Please go vote. I'm
Please
gonna
go
go vote. Don't let what I said make you not vote. Don't be like, man, Dre said some real shit, and I don't think my vote count. I ain't finna go vote. That's not what I said.
Hey, also,
I said go vote, nigga.
Also, please,
I said vote.
Feel free to understand.
He got on the blue right now. Ain't blue Democrat?
Yeah.
Bet.
The left. Like
Bet. Oh, what?
Well, fool. But anyways, yeah, man, y'all go vote. Y'all go, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get your kind of voice heard if you
nasty.
If you feel any type of way about anything that was said.
Please go vote. My bad. I'm supposed to be serious right now?
No, you can be.
All right, shut your ass up.
I'm gonna slap the shit out you, bro, so the camera cut off, because I ain't about that show or that. I'm gonna slap the shit out you when we cut this off. But anyways,
plugs in here, boy. No, I'm just playing.
But on a serious note, yes, I think we should all, you know what I'm
use
saying?
your voice.
Yes.
Whether it may not have as much value as we think it does, it has some type of value and it means something.
It means something to you, so that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
I feel like. So with that being said, man, Y'all stay up, stay strong, stay what?
Stay strong, stay black, all of that, all day, every day, all of that. You know
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and vote. It don't matter who you voting for. I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for.
Go
Just
ahead
make
and
sure
vote.
you use your right. you
Because
know?
guess what? I knew it was a pandemic before it was a pandemic. That's your boy Trump right there.
Oh, you know his quotes, huh?
Yeah. Cause
I know who
mock
you
him.
voting
I
for.
mock him, bro.
I know who he voting
Bro.
for.
Come on, bro.
You see
I
who he voting
mock
for.
him all the time because
Y'all
I
go
feel like
vote?
certain things. No, for real though, certain things he say, it just be like, bro, what? And then yesterday, bro, that deflection jump was getting me. My skin was boiling. I was like, bro, this dude ain't answered the question yet. He keep going in circles, Anyways, I'm done. Might drop if I could drop it, but anywho, we out.
Peace out.